as Carolina emerge from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will go as a touchback. Jalen Hurts, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of...
On first down, Sanders about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hurts solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
No, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers able to get him for a loss of about 3. First thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play, and if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is now Newton on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a line record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. But he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on 3rd scored. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Last week, 12 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no S1 out. It's a touchback. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there for Philly. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And here's Hunter. Nice wonder now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hurts by Watkins here. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally. Ball, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Newton on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now it's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, hang on. we'll jump over halftime. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Anderson a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it will tie our game here in the 3rd. A drive there of just 4 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Newton's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Boston Scott, his first carry. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, it's Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first and 10, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Pass complete. Newton finding his tight end, Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Newton to throw. Sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure.
And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
118 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Second down, back to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. That catch good for only a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on second down. Hurts forced out to his left. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there for Philly. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Another run with Sanders. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Newton and the Panthers down 24-14. A minute 44 to go. Pass complete, Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Cam to throw. This is Anderson. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Face mask. Defense.
What's the deal, y'all? Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Newton. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. Caught on the slant. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.